Senior Community Cultural Affairs Officer. Thank you all so much for coming. We're delighted to have so many authors and so many members of the public here. I'd like to now introduce the Minister to give some opening remarks, please.
Mrs. William, staff, and especially to our authors, this is a wonderful day in many regards for me because I'm also an author and a publisher. And being the minister responsible for culture and social rehabilitation, I'm delighted to see so many authors in this room. When I returned in 1976 from university, thank goodness we had people like Terry Tucker who was writing, Bill Zoom who was writing, and then eventually Cyril Packard. But really there were only about 5 or 6 authors who were publishing on the island. And now, if you look out, you'll see so many people who are here, and so we're delighted that you're joining us here today. So I thank you for joining us today at our Bermuda Book Fair, A Taste of Tamarin, Tales of Islands Lost and Found. Today is a celebration of Bermudian writers, since through this book fair, we have the privilege of highlighting the work of our featured novelist, the very talented young Bermudian author, Ms. Nadia Aguirre. Can we give her a hand? She's just backstage. As part of our program this afternoon, you will have the opportunity to hear a short excerpt from Ms. Aguirre's first novel entitled The Lost Island of Tamarin. The book, while geared toward a young adult readership, is eminently engaging no matter your age. I met a young man at the front, and I thought he was in line to just get the autograph. He said he's finished it, and he's looking forward, I'm sure, to number 2, because she has a 3-book contract. And so already we have a young Bermudian who has read that book. Well done. I'm still on chapter 1. And of course, the fact that the novel's main characters are struggling to find their way back to their grandmother's home on the beautiful island of Bermuda makes this book even more appealing to a local audience. This book fair is also intended to promote the works of numerous other Bermudian writers who have spent a great deal of time and effort recording Bermuda history, writing prose to capture a reader's imagination, crafting stories to engage our children, and exploring Bermuda's environment, culture, society, and tales through the written word. So we must extend special thanks to the writers who so willingly agreed to participate in this book fair. And we encourage you to circulate and support them through the purchase of their books. Thanks also is extended to our program participants, Mr. Wendell Shine Hayward, Alan Smith, poet, Dejan Thomas, dancer, as well as Mr. Anthony Aguirre of Harrington Hundred's father, of course, and Mount St. Agnes Academy. And so on behalf of the Ministry of Culture and Social Rehabilitation, I thank you for assisting us in celebrating Bermudian writing. Thank you.
I'd now like to introduce Alan C. Smith, a poet in his own right, who is going to read a short selection of poems from the Bermuda Anthology of Poetry, which is published by the Department of Community and Cultural Affairs.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm going to read 4 poets, including myself, from the Bermuda Anthology of Poetry. And what I would like to say to Bermudian writers, continue to write and don't write in a vacuum. Share your work and take the invaluable critiques that your peers and your family and friends can offer you. Thank you. The first poem I'm going to read is called Linen, and it's by Jane Downing. I lay it on the board and smooth the wrinkles, folds, small tightnesses. The mute geography of 80 years. I spray, press, push the iron's aged weight until the linen's rumpled softness yields and flattens to a stiffness white as stone, reflecting summer's brassy light laid bare. The linen landscape fades and you are here. Your arms are in my bones. Your ghost appears in me, a shadowy fold of time laid flat. I thought the cloth was clean, but now I see the tiny strains, the blush of wine, careful mends and hear your voice. A stitch in time saves 9. The next poem I'm going to